Gala Forever 97 here. So with 10 years of New Who and with Series 9 on the horizon, I thought it would be a great time to do a modern series ranking video of Doctor Who, ranking all 8 series from sort of least favourite to best. So the 10th Doctor special and Day of the Doctor are their own separate thing, and the sort of Christmas specials I won't be including, as they're like another ranking for another day. So I've accumulated this list based on sort of the story arcs and the quality of the episodes, sort of amalgamation of stuff throughout the series. I say these are my own personal opinions and obviously don't inflict yours, but feel free to let me know your series ranking in the comment section below. So without further ado, here's my Doctor Who, Modern Who, New Series rankings. Let's go! Number 8, Series 6. So at number 8 we have Series 6. Deemed probably one of the worst series in general. So in this series you have sort of the Doctor's death story arc. Amy gets pregnant for a bit, we find out who River Song's true identity is. It's just sort of really jumbled mess really. I say this is the first series to split into 2 parts. So the Doctor's death story arc was really predictable, not really investing, and the sort of ending with him being the Tesselector just felt like a really big cop-out. I say River Song was really annoying in this series. I say her character sort of pushed to the main front and just came across as very annoying. So this series had one of the worst finales, probably the worst finale, The Wedding of River Song. I say the finale starts off well, but as soon as River doesn't shoot the Doctor and she sort of says, "Oh, hello, sweetie," it just goes on a downward hill and you think, oh, it's still going. It's still going, it's still going. I say also the quality of episodes just dropped for Series 6. So after the brilliant Series 5, there was a lot of hype for Series 6, and I don't think it just delivered at all really. I think the better episodes came from part 1 of the series. So the opening 2 parts of The Impossible Astronaut and Dare the Moon. The Doctor's Wife, up there with Matt Smith's best episodes. But also Good Man Goes to War. And that was actually a better finale, the mid-season finale, than the actual finale we got. And the bad episodes, there were quite a few. So the Curse of Black Spot, that was probably the first time I ever watched Doctor Who, and I got to a point in the episode I just thought, I could just turn this off, I could just turn over. And I never miss an episode of Doctor Who, I'm very dedicated, but that episode I could not stand for much. The Robot Flesh 2 part of that was so boring and so predictable as well. Let's Kill Hitler, I say Good Man Goes to War was, left it off quite promising, and Let's Kill Hitler did not deliver at all. And of course, The Wedding of River Song. Need I say more? So yeah, Series 6 at number 8. Number 7. Series 7. Quite funny that number 7, Series 7, no. So this series, the first part is dedicated to Amy and Rory leaving. Then we get introduced to the Impossible Girl, which is a new companion, Clara Oswald, who has appeared many different times throughout the series, and we need to find out who she is. And we also get introduced to a new incarnation of the Doctor at the very end. And so this series started off with the tradition that there was going to be, each week would be a movie style episode, there would be no 2-parters, and it would be just a standalone story every week. So this format did get very tiresome, and it felt that some stories had rushed endings, they sort of needed 2 parts to sort of fully expand the story. So the first half of the Series 7 Part 1, nothing happened. It was just dedicated to Amy and Rory leaving, which they could have just said goodbye to them at the end of The Wedding with a Song. Or the God Complex. There's things happen to Clara a lot. There's certain points throughout Series 8 which I thought, oh, she could leave then. But when she probably actually leaves, it won't be as good. It's not a Stephen Moffat hate video. I say, and the Impossible Girl storyline, I say, starts really well, and then just gets very repetitive, and then sort of fades out a bit, and then comes back, and then it's all over the place, really. But yeah, I say, the overall story, nothing really sort of connects them. I think all the episodes are still very, very disconnected, and that's sort of based upon the sort of movie style format of the episodes. And also the sort of quality episodes sort of went up and down, up and down. I say good episodes in my opinion of this series was Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, Cold War, which reintroduced us to the Ice Warriors, Crimson Horror, really quirky, good story, and The Name of the Doctor, which probably has one of the best openings to an episode ever. Bad episodes of this series, I thought. Asylum of the Daleks, that was pretty naff. the Dalek continuity just went out straight out the window. Rings of Akaten. The only good thing in that episode really was the Doctor's speech. I really enjoyed that. But apart from that, Journey to the TARDIS, which didn't really deliver at all. I think people were expecting another The Doctor's Wife. Didn't explore the TARDIS much either. It was just sort of like, oh, look, there's a swimming pool. But we'll move on. Come on, we've got to go. And those three brothers, those actors couldn't act to save their life. My God. And Nightmare and Silver. So that was Series 7, sort of a bit of hit and miss. At number 6, Series 2. So number 6 we have Series 2. Why? Love and Monsters and Fear Her? Do I need to say more? I'll say this was David Tennant's 10th Doctor debuting series. We had the development of Torchwood, the Darkness vs. Cybermen, and then we said goodbye to Rose. I'll say there are a lot of things in this series which were reintroduced, like Cybermen, Sarah Jane and K9, who got their own spin-off, which is absolutely brilliant. And also the sort of Torchwood story arc led on to another spin-off. So Rose in this series felt very different to what she was portrayed in Series 1. In this series she became more annoying and sort of really whiny. She was really bitchy in School Reunion and sort of became a bit unbearable for me. I'd say the Torchwood and the Simon Dark sort of story arc was played out quite nicely throughout the series. A bit similar to sort of Series 1 where you sort of had the sort of name sort of following the Doctor throughout time and space, which sort of happens with the Rusty Davies story arcs. So the good episodes in this series is Tough and Claw, that's a cracker. School Reunion, which is such a delight. The Girl in the Fireplace, that's another absolutely, that's a beautiful story. The Impossible Planet and Satan Pit, that was a pretty nice two-parter with the Ood. And Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. I say as a kid watching that, Darkness and Cybermen, I say the bad episodes of this series, New Earth, that was just all over the place. Love and Monsters, and Fear Her. So yeah, Series 2, 10th Doctor was absolutely brilliant. Rose became very annoying. The episode quality was pretty good, and then sort of Love and Monsters and Fear Her. But we did get a lot of spin-offs from that series, so I'm grateful for that. So moving on. At number 5, Series 4. So yeah, with Series 4, Donna became the companion. That was really nice to say. This is the first time in the new series we had sort of a non-romantic relationship with the Doctor and his companion, which was quite a nice separation because obviously Rose is sort of the definitive one. Martha attempted it, but she was sort of thrown to the side. So it was nice to sort of Doctor had, as he said in the show, a mate. We'll get a story arc of sort of the darkness is coming. Stars are going out, planets going missing. That was really consistent throughout the episodes and it did come together quite well. And obviously all the companions of the Rusty Davies era were brought back in the finale. So it feels like an absolute celebration of what they accomplished up to that point. As I think almost pull it off, I think Journey's End it was a bit meh. Obviously we get the return of Davros, which gets an awesome makeover, but she's using the reality bomb. I felt with like the Rusty Davies era, sort of got bigger and bigger on each scale. Like Series 2, Battle of Canary Wolf, and the Series 3 with the Tox Flame taking over the world, and then Series 4, massive reality bomb. So the good episodes of this series, The Fires of Pompeii, which Peter Capaldi and Karen Gillan make their Doctor Who debut in. Unicorn and the Wasp, that was a really inventive, fun story. Sons of the Library, Forest of Dead, first time getting introduced to a song. Midnight, I say one of my favourite Tennant episodes. And Turn Left was a really creepy alternate reality thing, which just played out really nicely. Bad episodes of this series, Partners in Crime, The Doctor's Daughter, and Journey's End. Now I don't say Star on Earth because I say that's pretty good, but I think Journey's End sort of lets it down a bit. At number 4, Series 5. So at number 4 we have Series 5. Say Matt Smith debut series, also Karen Gillan and Arthur Darville's debut series as well. I'd say this was a massive sort of changeover with the cast and crew. I'd say the overall story arc was absolutely great. I'd say The Silence Will Fall, the Pandora opens, really nicely told the overall story. We also get introduced to a sort of new kind of Dalek, which never obviously played out because there was a massive backlash, which I thought was a bit unfair. So the Paran Daleks were a sort of hit and miss. But I think with this series, it was a nicely contained, fairy tale told story. It was really nicely told. It was just annoying that it wasn't executed in further series very well. So good episodes of the series, The 11th Hour, I think probably one of the top sort of post-regeneration stories. Really awesome hour-length story. Vampires in Venice, that was a nice sort of historical twist on the vampire sort of thing story. Amy's Choice, a really nice character piece for Amy Pond. Vincent the Doctor, I'll say personally one of my favourite Matt Smith's episode. Beautiful story, absolutely beautiful. And the two-part finale, The Pandora Code and The Big Bang. Bad episode series, The Beast Below. Even Moffat came out and said that was one he didn't really thought came out very well. The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, didn't really know what they did with the Silurians, just sort of a rehash of what they did in the 70s and 80s with them. And The Lodger, which was just meh. So we're into the top 3 now. And at number 3, Series 8. So number 3 we have Series 8. 12 Doctor's debuting series. I felt this series was a massive improvement to the previous 2 series, Series 6 and 7. The 12th Doctor got an awesome introduction through the series. Nice sort of story out of him, whether he's a good man or not. The sort of certain decisions he makes throughout the series affect him later on. Clara got some character development in this series. She got a boyfriend, she got a job at Coal Hill School. That was nicely played out. So they did the character justice in this series. I think the Promised Land stuff was really fascinating, really cool. Nicely executed. I don't think it really failed to deliver also in the resolution of it. We also got introduced to a mysterious character called Missy, who later on got revealed to be the Master. So I don't think she's really written very well in a sort of cutscene throughout the series. As soon as she said I'm the Master, she sort of completely changed. So the quality of the episode were very, very good, very high standard. I enjoyed pretty much all of the episodes apart from Time Heist, which was a hit and miss. Kill the Moon, which for me was just a bit of a bore, and In the Forest of Night, which was really predictable and just really lame. So, the runner-up series is at number 2, Series 1. So at number 2 we have Series 1, the first series of the new Modern Who. So this series is one amazingly told story arc with the Bad Wolf and the Time War stuff. Chris Eccleston's incarnation of Doctor was absolutely superb. So a lot of people complain that obviously he left a bit too late, but I think what they did in that first series with him, I think he sort of ended on a really good finished story. I think Rose was absolutely great lead-in for viewers, because I think she was very relatable with the audience watching. So great episodes of this series are Rose, which was a great new sort of look of Doctor Who. The Unquiet Dead, that was a really nice historical story, really funny, really scary. Dalek, I'd say a nice reintroduction to the Daleks, bringing them into the 21st century. Love seeing sort of the parallels between the Doctor and Dalek, because obviously the effects of the Time War, seeing how they have changed. Father's Day, another really nice character piece for Rose, and sort of family as well. The Enchanted Doctor Dances, that was another brilliant one, Moffat's first debut. The imagery of the mass zombies really left an impression on viewers. And the Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways. Could be a bit dated, really well resolved series, and a great conclusion to the 9th Doctor's incarnation. Bad episode series, Aliens of London and World War 3. The Long Game, that was a bit bleh. And Boomtown. I only like one scene of that, and that was a restaurant scene with Doctor and Margaret Stavine. That was a really awesome dynamic. So, we have reached our number 1 spot. You've probably guessed what it is, but here's a run through of the rankings so far. So, at number 8, we had Series 6. At number 7 is Series 7. At number 6, Series 2. At number 5, Series 4. At number 4, Series 5. Number 3, Series 8. At number 2, Series 1. So at number 1 is my personal favourite series, Series 3. Let's say the series is very dark and fascinating. So the 10th Doctor was some absolutely brilliant stuff to work with. Further developed his character with stories such as Human Nature and the Family of Blood. So Martha Jones was a great new companion, very independent, but I think the love stuff got a bit in the way. But apart from that, she's an exceptional companion. So the Great Revival of the Mass, that was actually brilliant with sort of the Yana stuff and the Fornox. And obviously the sort of Saxon story, Vote Saxon, was nicely implemented throughout the whole Series 3. A great amount of episodes of the series, Shakespeare Code, Human Nature and Family of Blood, Blink and Utopia. So the Bad Episode series, probably the Dalek 2-parter, the Human Dalek stuff, which is what the hell, and the Lazarus Experiment. Also with this series, it just felt really tonally different compared to Series 2, which is quite a sort of comedy sort of series, quite light-hearted. But Series 3 does some really awesome issues, changed it tonally, and there was an absolutely brilliant vibe of it, and the quality of stories was just absolutely amazing. So there you go. That's my Modern Who series ranking video. So thank you very much for watching, guys. So feel free to comment down below to tell me whether you agree with me or not, and let me know how would you rank the series any differently. So are there any other ranking videos you'd like me to do? Any top 10s ranking or theory videos? Feel free to let me know and express your opinions in the comment section below. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please comment, like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter down in the description below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.